mpfula leyi fanele ku va yi huma aka ikhonomi leyi nga ka yona tikweni leswaku loko ikhonomi yi na tanihi mpfula vanhu hinkwavo.
It is the second decade after the first free elections for the people of South Africa. But while some live in comfort, others still struggle to survive.
We have an unfair system.
Voices of the nation's poets reflect these social rifts. The township character trapped in a cul-de-sac, the child without direction, and the disabled in need of our help. But even in the shadow of HIV, a poet can still provide comfort in the positive.
Loko mpfula yo sewula I xihlokovetselo lexi xi ringeta ku paluxa vusompfa lebyi nga kona eka ntshunxeko wa hina la Afrika-Dzonga. Xi ringeta ku humesa mavangwa lama ma nga lo ndlangandla a rivaleni. Eka nkarhi wa sweswiwani ku na swifumi kambe nhlayo ya swifumi yi ntsanana loko hi fanisa na vanhu vo tala va nga vota va votela ntshunxeko. Mina ni tivutisaka leswaku xana hi swona leswi hi votela swona na ku va vanhu vo tala va tshama a swidakanina amukhukhwini loko vanhu lava ntsanana va ri na swimbindzimbindzi leswikulukumba na mimovha leyi kulukumba emadorobeni. Se ni tsundzuxaka leswaku ingaku swa antswa ku va hi hleketa vakokwana va hina lava ku nga vona lava va nga va timboni eka ntshunxeko wa hina ku nga va Steve Biko na Vanyerere leswaku a yeni ka vona hi kombela switsundzuxo leswaku ntshunxeko wa hina wu kota ku va wu helela. Ku nga vona ntshunxeko lowu wu va ku fumisa vanhu va ntsanana kasi lavo tala vanhu va tshama kha va hlupheka nkarhi na nkarhi. Ni tshemba leswaku aka swihlokovetselo swi na nkoka leswaku mutlhokovetseri a va na vutivi byo enta hi ririmi leri a ri tirhisaka. Mi ta vona leswaku aka xihlokovetselo lexiwani xa loko mpfula yo sewula ni tirhisile xigego ngopfungopfu mpfula hambileswi la Limpopo na tiko hinkwaro ku nga na dyandza leri ni vulavulaka hi rona I dyandza leri ri vangiwaka vukungundwana bya van'watipolitiki. Ni vulavula hi mpfula ku nga ri mpfula yi huma atilweni kambe mpfula leyi fanele ku va yi huma aka ikhonomi leyi nga ka yona tikweni leswaku loko ikhonomi yi na tanihi mpfula vanhu hinkwavo va ta kota ku vona leswaku vutomi bya va antswela. Se mpfula leyi ni vulavulaka hi yona ni vulavula hi ku va ikhonomi yi famba kahle yi kota ku seketela vanhu hinkwavo yi benefita tiko hinkwaro ku nga ri ku va yi benefita vanhu va ntsanana. Ntsena loko mpfula a yo sewula yi swama ehenhla ka masirha ya vakokwana. Masirha ma hundzuka switshuka ku nga ri switshuka swa muhlwa wa xivandzarhukwa na swikokovi kambe switshuka swo tlhotlhora matandza swakudya. A hi to huma tsima hi ku thwilililili hi femba majenje hi khomela timenemene hi khomela na tinthamakhura hi wisa mahele na timbeva ku fana na n'wina mi dyaka byirelela. Ntsena loko mpfula yo sewula tinyoxi a to vumbisana mabaku hi na mfumo wu hi sondzolotaka wu hi langutisaka hi tihlo ra le mahosi a hi to lumeka mavivi hi hiselela hi kwamula mhula lowuyani hi hakula swihlenge hi khula vulombe ku fana na n'wina mi khulaka ntswamba mavhana mi khusela lembe ra ndlala ku fana na n'wina van'wankumi mi nga na mali ya ndzindzakhombo. Ntsena loko mpfula a yo sewula milambu a yi to hobomulana hi ya hlambela emkomadi ku fana na n'wina mi nga na swidziva etindlwini hi peta milenge ematini ya xithomuthomu ku fana na n'wina mi nga na swixambu emakaya hi ringela tinhlampfi edan'wini ra ka Dombana ivi hi phasa magentle na tihunga na hinavu hi wisa xikhambeleni. Ntsena loko mpfula a yo sewula theke guxe muxiji na ndyandzani a swi ta hluka a hi to pfanga no luma hlovo manana a sweka xiphaswa na dini ra mavele hi dya makalavatla na marhanga yo olova hi tiphina hi tihove na xigugu na hinavu hi hluka ku fana na n'wina mi dyaka swipfukulo swo olova mi fihlula no lalela hi phehlwa na swithifathifa. ntsena loko mpfula yo sewula swinyenyane a swi ta akela swisaka hi tlhokosa mabvyokota na masowa emphatini na le miluweni hi hlota mimpfundla tinhleti na swipene hi bata tinjiya egangeni ra kambiza hi switluka swa musuzwana hi vuya hi katinga mathaga mavele na marida hi mafurha exirengeleni na hi nawu hi voninga ku fana na n'wina mi dyaka swilovolovo etihodela na le tinhlengeletanini ntsena loko mpfula yo sewula hinela hina hi nga na ntamu wo khoma xikomu hina vatimbilu to basa bya tilo to leha bya milambu leyo enta leyi nga pfindlukangiki hina hi sikaka hi laha ku nga heriki ina xitshungulu xa hina ku nga biko wa azania hina hi twisisaka swileriso swa Frantz Fanon, Cabral Mashele, Kambaraje Nyerere, Sengo, Tongogara, Azikiwe, Mutabaruka, Gavi Sankara, Abdel Nazer, Malcolm X, hina hi fambaka hi ntila wa vanhu ndlela ya hina i yin'we ntsena nakona a hi mpfutla kumbexana i ya masimu socialism wa muyaya socialism hi laha ku nga heriki hina hi nga cukumetiwa etaleni hi van'watipolitiki va mavunwa na mangumbu swi khodela miroho va n'wa rila cuma hina nkoka wa hina ku nga ku ba xihambane endzhaku ka malembe ya 5 ya n'wana man'wana hina hi hlekuriwaka no penguleriwa hi swinkhova tinyenga na van'wamangadyana hina hi nga karhala ku gungula no n'unun'uta hina hi dyaka nhlomulo hi xava hi rikoko ra xilondza hina hi cinisiwaka ruvuruvu na cawa hina hi byeriwaka leswaku xitimela xa muthotho xi hundzile hina hi byeriwaka leswaku yimani milenge mi sungula swibindzwana hina vange hi mindzwalo leyi tshovaka makatla hina hi nga lo yimela siku ra mudende ntsena loko mpfula yo sewula yi basisa switarata na majarata a hi ta tshika ku mi karata n'wina mi tirhaka n'wina mi fumaka a hi ta tshika ku hlupha
ka ge le tseba gabotse gore lefaseng lohle la Afrika Borwa re na le bana bao ba golofetšeng ebile re na le dikolo tša bana bao ba golofetšeng gape re na le di-center tša bana bao ba golofetšeng bana ba ile ba bothata nakong ye le ya pele ka ge le gore ka malapeng re be re sa kgone go ba bolediša ka tshwanelo ke leboga democracy le kgono ka lebaka la gore e tlišitše method gore bana ba be le di-sign language go na le leleme leo le šomišwang go bana bao ba golofetšeng go na le bana ba dimuma go na le bana bao ba sa kwego ke ka fao le kgono re na le barutiši ba ba hlahlilweng gore ba kgone go ba bolediša ka leleme leo ba tlogo le kwa bokaone leleme leo re le bitša gore ke sign language ke ngwadile sereto ke se ngwaletše bana bao ba golofetšeng lebaka la gore ke ngwale sereto se e be le taba ya gore ke ile ka ba le bothata ngwageng wa 2000 mo ke ileng ka swara ke leto and then le itše ga lefola ka hwetša gore a le sa kgone šomišega ka tshwanelo jwale ka pele ke ka fao ke ileng ka hwetša gore ke amogela se ke leng sona ka boela le ke tlhaloganyo e msa yeo beng e mpotša gore batho bao ba golofetšeng ga ba itira ke ka fao ke ileng ka ba le tlhohleletšego ya gore ke ngwale sereto maikemišetšo ya ka sereto se ke rata gona go bea bona bana ba ba digole gore ba ikwele ba le gae seo se ke di sang dira gore ke be le lerato go bana bao ba golofetšeng le lehono ge ke gahlana le bona tseleng a ke na dihlong gobane ke a tseba gore seo ba leng sona ke seo o ngwalo mo a ka bang sona bosasa ke ka fao ke ileng ka ngwala sereto se ene ke ba rata go ba rata go tloga le kgono go fihlela ga leleleng a ke gahlana le motho a golofetšeng moya wa kwa mo amogela ka lerato le botala. Ke a leboha. Ba filwe bogolo, ba rositswe dikorone, ba filwe letago, mme le bona ba tagile, ba neilwe tlhompho gore le bona ba hlomphiwe, ba apesitswe bokgabane ke ka fao ba tagilego. Na ke Mahlatsi a mohuta mang? Na ke Mahlatsi a mohuta mang? Ke Mahlatsi a mohuta mang? Welelelelelele! Ya sare mošate ma dilo tša batho. Welelelelelele! Kwa, age! A go yeo a ka le phirišago, a go yeo a ka le makalelang. Yeo a le phirišago o tla be a itira, yeo a le makalelang o tla be a ikgoboša. Gobane mpho ya badimo ga e phirišwe, gobane mpho ya badimo ga e phirišwe. Ee, mpho ya badimo ga e phirišwe. Sebodu emelela o yo bona diphoofolo tša lešoka, ga di na taba gore di ja eng di apara eng, di dula di tletše ka lethabo. Welelelelelele! Kwakwazela! Ga le bone, le a thekezela, le a hlotšetša, ga le bolele, ditaba tša lena di pharilwe mahlong. Bane le bana ba mmupi, bane le bana ba mmupi, le bana ba mmupi, le bana ba mmupi. Age! Welelelelelele! Kwakwazela! Ka fao le jago, ka fao le nwago, ka fao le ipshinago, tsohle tša lena di le letlegela ka tšhelete. Re a le lebogiša. Ee, batho ke lena. Kwakwazela! Ikwale lethabo, lokologa amogela tokologo. Ikwale lethabo. No more in hospital, no more in jail. We were free. Batho ke lena. Re a le lebogiša. Batho ke lena.
Muyohavho ndi tshirendo luimbo nga ṅwana ane a ri hezwi vhaṅwe vhana vha tshi khou ya fhethu thihi ene u khou ya hawe, kana hezwi vhaṅwe vhana vha tshi khou pfhi vha ita hezwi ene u ita zwawe zwa thungo. Ende tshirendo hetshi tsho ḓa kha nṋe nga nḓila nthihi, ndi tshifhingani tsha musi ndi tshi khou ita zwa stage drama kha market theatre ya kale nga vho between 91 and 92. Mulaedza muhulwane kha itshi tshirendo ndi wa uri tshakule tshi waniwa nga muhovi. A huna tshiṅwe na tshiṅwe kha vhutshilo ha muthu, tshiṅwe na tshiṅwe a tshi tou ḓa muthu o dzula. Muthu u tou ima nga milenzhe yawe a ya kha hetsho tshine a tshi ṱoḓa, na musi zwi tshi konḓa hani, as long as a no ḓiimisela kha vhutshilo hawe uri hetshi tshine nda tshi ṱoḓa ndi fanela u tshi shumela ende ndi ḓo vhuya nda tshi wana, ngori a huna na tshithihi. Ndi ngazwo ndi tshi ri tshakule tshi waniwa nga muhovi, nga u tou angaredza. Ndi wone mesedzhi muhulwane une nda khou vhea kha hetshi tshirendo. Baby, don't cry, please don't cry. Baby, don't cry, please don't cry. Muyohavho, don't cry, please don't cry. Kale kale riche batuku, gone are the days we were young, bachirindi gugurumi, illness tolerance, richila muno namad, water and salt. Muyohavho, don't cry, please don't cry. Have a loaf of bread for you to eat, without tea to drink. Take it cool as it is. Much better, please don't cry. Early in the morning, you walk to school. No money for lunch. A little smile you reserve, release depression. Promote a sense of awareness. Don't cry. Please don't cry. Your teacher in the classroom questions loud and loud in your head for the missing answer. You and me forgetting not the result. To end the beginning of a separate world, don't panic, please don't cry. One hungry afternoon, you walk into the kitchen, you opening doors of the kitchen unit. The pots are empty, no crumbs inside. Everything is spick and span. Nothing is left for you, don't cry, please don't cry. Every dark cloud has a silver lining. Just stomach the pain as if nothing worries you. Ungakali agusizi. We call covered the way out. Don't cry. Please don't cry. Baby, don't cry. Please don't cry. Baby, don't cry, please don't cry.
Well, the poem One Beer, One Vote is basically a cry of desperation. I was actually trying to step into the shoes of an ordinary township character, and never mind that the shoes may not necessarily be my size, but trying to look at the world from his perspective. Actually, it's visionary as well. It's someone who finds himself trapped in a cul-de-sac, who realizes that he has no way out, and realizing that the system is actually criminalizing him, or else the system itself is based on crime. As someone said, that an unfair law can never be fairly applied. You have an unfair system sort of picking up certain individuals and crucifying them in the public. Well, iscamto is a mixture of language, basically. It is when the street takes care of its bastard kids and allowing them to express themselves in whatever language they are capable of expressing themselves in. Basically, you find that someone growing up in the township is not fluent in any of the languages that he can speak a little bit of English, a little bit of Afrikaans, a little bit of Zulu, Sotho, and sort of it becomes a grammar in its own. Being able to communicate across the line despite the language barriers. And it's, in fact, I can say it is the beginning of, in my opinion, it is the beginning of a new national language, and all languages coming together, forming one mainstream language. I think Soweto basically has been the epicenter of iscamto. People coming to Joburg from different provinces, from the Free State, from the Northwest, from the Eastern Cape, who find themselves confined in their own language ghettos, but they had to communicate with people across the language barriers. So they had to mix languages and throw words at random and try to forge a new language. It's basically has the origins in Soweto.
Hayi, mina anyeke ngiphinde ngivote. Kunini sivota? I can only vote for Kasalaga, Charles Glass, a straight and 2 beers. Ngamani ngivotela amabhiya mina. Ngoba kuyafana. Uvotile, awuvotanga, bakhuphula ama-price wamabhiya. Siphuzeni thina ke. Siphuza amanzi. I-cold drink. Akuyafana. Itiye nesinkwa yimbamba. Okay. Nyenzeni i-Minister of Breweries. I want to build the nation. Khona manje mathi uyofuna umsebenzi, amabhuna akutshela ukuthi go to Mandela. You must ask him to give you a job. Yini yona dayiding? Hayi, ngabani sigibela ama-counter. Khahla, face the wall. Bega. Everyone is a criminal. Even the politicians. Ma ungaziphandeli la emhlabeni, uzodla umoya oyingcwele. Ma uthi uvula ama-bread bin, amaphela ayazwinka da. Zwinki. Ugcina sowujika nelanga laselokishini. Abomama nabo bagcina seba-accuse abathi wena waphiza abantwana. Yabo? Sowungena ejele, ungayenzanga next. Ngcono vele ujoin imafia. Yeah. Die once like a soldier. And like, bakuphi labantu sabavotela ye? Bahamba ngama 4x4, basuze la phezulu. Soka.
HIV/AIDS is in our faces, it's everywhere we are, it's in the media, and I'm sure we feel we've heard enough about it, but the question still remains, do we really know about it? Have we really heard enough about it? I'm asking the question because I work in an institution of higher learning, University of Johannesburg, and in my work experience, I come across students who, in my opinion, do not practice safe sex, in a sense that you still come across students who are seeking morning after pill. You still come across students who are a bit naive about the dangers of unprotected sex out there. And that should raise a question to say that, are we really doing enough to create more awareness? Are we really doing enough in terms of conscientizing, especially the youth, about the HIV/AIDS pandemic? I was once asked to write about the subject for a memorial, for a candlelight memorial, and I felt there's too much negativity, there's too much stigma attached to the HIV/AIDS, and when I thought of writing this poem, Positive, I believed there should be something positive about it, there should be a spirit of upliftment about it, and therefore write something positive about it. And the message I'm trying to put across with this poem basically is that there is life beyond HIV/AIDS. In writing the poem, I used my normal style of writing, which is narrative, but the poem itself, it's reminiscent in a sense that I cannot put myself in the shoes of somebody that just tested and thinking back of where it really went wrong, and kind of tell a story about the emotional state of receiving the news and knowing exactly what put you into the state you find yourself in at the moment. It doesn't feel safe anymore. lying beside you, with my head buried in your hairy chest. Romance claiming the mood and love being the name of the game. I look back and recall that warm smile, the deep voice that told me I was the one for you. With a heart beating as one, I was so safe in your arms. I felt loved. I believed I was loved. It felt good. And I was happy, very, very happy. It made me forget the dangers of unprotected sex. I guess it never mattered. Only if I stopped 1 minute. Only if I thought about the future, our future. Then I could have asked you, what about them? Your other women, I mean. But I was your queen, wasn't I? I guess it's late now. But not too late to live my life. You monster. No, not you, my love. HIV, AIDS. You can take charge of my body, but you'll never destroy my spirit. You'll never defeat or rule my purpose to life. With or without you, I am a complete human being, only wiser than most of us. My life can only be better. I can only grow from you, for I am positive. Positive with HIV, positive with a new meaning to life, positive with knowledge and wisdom, positive with the responsibility to teach others, positive with a second chance to life. I am so in love with my life.